So let's roll. Now, this question says a circular floor of a building. So that means the building has the shape of a cylinder. All right. So now this building is to be tiled with a ceramic tiles of side 40 cm. So first of all, we are told that the perimeter of this floor, is what? 66 meters, right? So if the perimeter is 66 meters, perimeter or circumference of a circle remains 2 pi r. So 2 pi r is equal to 66 meters. So what do we need? Why are we doing this? We need to find our radius, because we do not need perimeter to know number of tiles that will cover a floor. What we need is the area. All right. So perimeter, let's find our radius first, which is 2 times 22/7 times r is equal to 66. So 2 times 22 will give us 44r, multiplying the numerator over 7 is equal to 66 meters. So if we cross multiply, we will have 44r, that's 44 times the radius, to be equal to 7 times 66 meters. So I'll go straight and divide both sides by 11. So if both sides are divided by 11, we would have 4r to be equal to what? 7 times 6 meters, right? And that will give us what? 4r to be equal to 42 meters. So dividing both sides by 4 to find my radius, we would have 21/2. Okay, now let me tell you something. You see, it's not like I don't have a calculator to punch 21/2 to get my decimal equivalent, right? But then, since this is not my final answer, I want to avoid premature approximation. All right. So if at this point you wish to approximate, then please ensure that your approximation is in 4 decimal places, because that is the only reason why at the end of the day, for the final answer, for instance, if the answer is 4.32, somebody else is getting 4.31, another person is getting 4.311, with small, a little difference. All right. This is as a result of that. All right. So to avoid this premature approximation, that is the reason why I'm leaving my answer this way. Okay. All right. So having gotten the radius, let's now do the reason why, do the thing for which we got the radius, and that is the area. So we need to know the area of the floor to be covered. An area of the circle is what? Pi r squared. Now that we've gotten our radius, let's find it. So 22/7 times 21 meters over 2, or 21/2 meters, times 21/2 meters. So from here, 2 will divide 22 to give us 11. 7 will divide 21 to give us 3. Can any other thing divide? So we're going to multiply 33 by 21 and then divide the result by 2. Meter times meter will give us meter squared. Very important, don't joke with your unit. Alright? Okay, so 33 times 21 will give us 693 over 2 meter squared. So we're going to keep this by the side. Now, when you know the area of the floor or the room to be covered, we now look at the metal, the dimension of the metal. Now, from the question, we are told that the ceramic tile has a side of 40 centimeter. Now, for it to have a side of 40 centimeter means that it is a square. All right. So whenever you have a question like this, whether the floor is rectangular, a circular, or whatever, just find the area of the floor, find the area of a tile, or whatever, or carpet, whatever English used there, then you divide to find number of tiles needed. So what did we get as area of the floor? We got 693 over 2 meters squared. You see me moving around with my unit, I don't want stories, divided by area of a tile which is 4 over 25 meters squared. So at this point, meter squared divide meter squared will give you 1. So when we change the division sign to multiplication, we would have 693 over 2 times 25 over 4. And that will give us 17325 over 8. So if you divide this, you would have 2165.625. You see? So now imagine if I started approximation from the onset. You can try it on your own. You will see somebody getting 2166 points or 2164 or even 2165 points, but then one will be here will not be up to 5. So at the end of the approximation, when others are getting 2166, you are getting 2165 or even 2164, as the case may be, and you are wondering what you did differently that is causing it. So now, since tiles cannot be in decimal, are you going to break the tiles in pieces so that you get 0.625 of it? So approximating, you have 2166 tiles. That's my unit. My unit is what? The tiles. So get used to writing your unit at the end of each solution. All right. Bye.